Yes, thank you. Thank you. Now, we are going to study around by 8 o'clock. First of all, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, one session. And then after a break of around 20-30 minutes, another session. For the another session, I will be mailing you the separate class link again. I have not given the 2 links because otherwise the student will click the second link and then they will get confused for that reason. So first of all, we are taking one session and then another session we will be doing today only after a gap of around 20-30 minutes. Okay? Now, there is a new route introduced in CIMA which is called FLP route, Finance Leadership Planning route. According to this route, the student can go for straight away management case study, but then they need to solve assignments relating to E2, P2, F2. Not exam, just assignment. The student can go into that route also. There is a gateway route already running since years, around I think 10 to 12 years. And there is management case study for senior CSEP route students or different type of a student. Basically, it's management case study exam. First of all, every day, I will virtually say every day, some student who have already joined with us, those who are not joined with us, those who are studying on their own or anything, sir, from today only, one second. From today, only around, I will say, 50 days are left. Can I prepare? This is the general question all over the world. If the November exam is there, should I give the November exam or should I give the February exam? Okay. I will answer this question in coming 5 to 10 minutes. First answer for this, so that never in life this question will arise in our mind. Everybody in the class, can I say that today is 2nd of October, Mahatma Gandhi birthday? Very good. And the exams are there. I don't remember exactly. I think 18, 19 to 20th of November. So we can say that approximately 50 days are there. Can we say that in 50 days we can study 100 hours approx? 100 hours approx? Can we say? I am saying other than the classes. On your self-based basis, self-study, can you do study in the coming 1.5 month, 50 days, 100 hours of study? Anybody who cannot do, because most of them will be saying yes. Anybody who cannot do the 100 hours of study. So everybody can do 100 hours of study. It does not require 100 hours self-study more than that. That is maximum. Along with the classes and all that, that is the maximum self-study required from any student. Okay? If you are doing the morning classes, which I am doing for F2 area, that is not counted in this 100 hour. If in the class you are energetic, you are understanding the concepts properly, unless and until your brain is very bad, which is not your fault, but maybe suppose your brain functions below the average level students. Everything you need to study 10 times, 20 times, then only you can get. That's other thing. But if you are an average minded person, the Tuesday, Friday morning classes which I am doing for F2 financial accounting area, you just do the class. You don't have to do any recording, don't have to solve any questions. Why I am doing those classes? Because then in that case, the F2 area, you will be able to manage better. That's the only reason. Because I've seen that the students continuously face problem at the end time of giving exam also. Tomorrow is exam, they are facing problem in F2 financial accounting area. So I have taken initiative this time. Even most of you are not doing the live class. I think not more than 4 to 5 students out of CIMA batch are doing the live. No. But I have taken initiative that when I am already teaching financial accounting, why not the SEMA MCS student can join those classes? Okay. I am saying whatever I will be teaching on Saturday, whatever I am teaching in the morning, Tuesday, Friday, forget that. Other than that, you have to study for 100 hours. What you need to study? What you need to study? There is a planner which I was making today only, that the student need to plan for the coming 6 weeks. Because today 6 weeks are left. Around 45 to 50 days are there. How we are going to study 6 weeks? This planner you will fill on your own, because everybody has a different time style. Maybe your job is not morning 9 to 10 to 6 to 7. Your job starts at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, different. You are working for US clients, UK client, this, that, different things are there. So you will fill up this on your own. But now don't start showing me that, sir, I will be doing like this. We are not kids. You need to analyze that in the day. I am excluding the today and tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday leave. Suppose our study will start from 4th of October. Today is 2nd, tomorrow is 3rd. Suppose I will be giving my time in a proper structured way from 4th of October. From 4th of October to say 20th of November. So in around 45-50 days. Every week there will be Monday to Sunday will be coming. What is my target for every day? I have hypothetically written that I will be covering SEMA core areas A videos and the pre-scene. They will not be finished on the first day. Then again I will be doing the same thing, SEMA core area videos A and the mock questions relating to core area A. Again I have just filled up. The basic I have written that core area A and B. In the first week, my objective is to cover core area A and B and the basic knowledge of the pre-scene. That's pre-scene knowledge I should cover in coming 7 days from Monday to Sunday. Then core area A, B, C. If A and B something is left, then I have added C area also, along with the mock questions on core area C also. Then the third week, that is core area A, I have excluded now. B, C, D. Maybe in 2 weeks you will cover A and B. You will be coming into C and D. Mock questions of C and D, covering C and D area. Then I have added E also. That means in the 2 weeks earlier, I want that all the core area studies should be completed. Then if anything left, I will be doing revision and I will start doing mock papers. I will start doing the mock papers because the exam is approaching. I will say that from around 5th of November. You are starting your study from 4th October. From around 5th of November, you will be thinking that you will be start doing the mock papers because exam is reaching. So just study is not enough. We need to practice. And in the last week, revision, mocks, further, all will be doing so that you will be giving exam. You need to plan accordingly that in the core area A, what are the syllabus areas are covered? What are the things I need to study? What is the videos I need to cover? What stuff I need to read? That you need to understand. That I am going separately after 5 minutes. That in all the 5 core areas, what are the things the student need to study? How he will be studying technical portions, how he will be doing the study with the case study material. If you ask me, believe me, every area, core area A, B, C, D, E. In core area D and E, there are many accounting parts, financial accounting areas. If you are doing the classes Tuesday, Friday, they are automatically getting done. Technically, you are already doing that. If you are not doing the classes, you need to study that on your own. Because I have given those who have joined around the last 2 months back, I have given the financial reporting classes to all the students 2 months back only. That if you are not able to do the live class, at least you start with the recordings. The previous batch recording I have already given. But still, live feeling is always different. So for that reason, conducting the live classes, and if you can attend those live classes very well, if you are not, you need to regularly cover that. If you are not solving any questions of F2, there is no problem. They are not going to ask any mechanical question in exam. But as per my understanding, on an average, not a single area, core area A, B, C, D, E, will not take more than 10 hour, 10 hour, 10 hour, 10 hour, more than 50 hours of study. For each core area, we need to give around 50 hours of study. And the balance 50 hours, practice, mock papers, mock question on different areas, that we need to do. But the most important part is that I need to plan. I need to professional in my approach. If I will say that I will not give exam in November, there are two problems. For February, I am not live. For February, there will not be any live classes. Whatever we are teaching, discussing, for February, if you don't give exam in November, you need to do that thing again on your own. Same thing is there, but there is no live classes, there is nothing will be going on for February. I will be sharing some mock paper, which you can answer extra, but the motivation and focus of giving exam in February will be very, very less as compared to November. Because whatever you are going to do for November, the same thing you are going to do for February also. If these 50 days are there, then those 50 days are there from January to February. Because if you don't give exam for November, you discount in your mind, you will not be focused. You will not be studying in that direction. Automatically the October, November, Diwali, Durga Puja, Eid and all that, Happy New Year all gone. And ultimately we are landing the same page. That something we were thinking that for November, I am not able to prepare. We are landing on February and the same time we are getting. And even at that time, you are not getting the regular my support. You are not in the live class. You are not doing the mocks regularly. I am not controlling you. There is a self-devotion required more and more. So according to me, giving exam in February is more difficult as compared to November. Somebody will say that, sir, I have not started study. This is the first class for MCS. Institute released pre-seen material yesterday only. How anybody will start before that? How? How anybody will start in the world? How? And if somebody will don't give exam in November and February both, then May again new case study, don't know what is the case study and all that, you can't start study now. It is an area which can be easily completed in 50 days for getting rank, not for just only passing. But you need to be open-minded what you need to study, what they are asking and all that. Okay? So I will be mailing after the class this planner. You can fill up the planner and accordingly every day you follow your planner. Now it's a request, folded hand, don't send me the planner. Sir, I have made my planning. You are not kids of 1 class, 2 class. According to your routine, according to your busy schedule, office time, family time, this, that, what are the times free, that time what I will study, how you will cover core area A, B, C, D, I am saying. For that reason, I am not written here. That's your planning, morning, evening, afternoon. At what time you are free, you will be making your planning. But this should be filled up and you need to follow for coming 50 days this planner. Now, if we go in core area A, B, C, D. For all the case study exams in CIMA, they have divided the syllabus: operational case study, management case study, strategic case study, core area A, B, C, D, E. 5 core areas will be tested in the exam. They are saying 15 to 25% questions will be from each core area. All core areas are equally distributed. This first core area they are saying as evaluate opportunities to add value. Evaluate opportunities to add value. I don't know whether anybody has gone through the pre-seen material which I mailed you yesterday. Some of them are mailing, sir, aap call, link you have given wrong and all that. अरे यार 4 बार check करके दिया है, अब देखते ही नहीं हो. तो normally how we will grow? Not a problem, maybe mistake, but I have given all proper pre-seen material link and relevant YouTube videos link. It's a case study about, I will say, modern houses. You can say the videos which I have shared with all of you, those videos are saying that how can you modernize your house to the next level. Obviously, those videos are very posh houses, maybe for celebrities. Suppose in India, Shahrukh Khan, Salman Khan, this, that, or maybe MS Dhoni and all that. I can understand that it may not be possible for you and me to arrange that type of house, but that is the future. Maybe that is not possible for the time being now, but after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the road, even I will say that my relatives who are shifting to new houses, they are all doing all those things, not at the 100% level, but at a very high level they are doing that. So we can say that this is actually the future, not only a case study, this is the future. By reading the pre-seen material, by analyzing the pre-seen material, my job, your job is what? As a finance manager of this company, they are saying that what are the opportunities you see in the business? Whether it's a new product development, innovations, whether going into a new market, whether acquisitions, mergers, how we can grow. What are the opportunities available for growth to this company? We are not talking opportunities as a definition of English. That opportunities for Saraf Academy, Prakash Saraf, opportunities for Amit Sukla company, Venkatesh company. We are not discussing general opportunity. Opportunities for the company for which we are going to give the exam. And it is not an exam. You need to think that you are started working from today. You are appointed in the company as a finance manager and you need to deal as a finance manager for the development of the company. So you need to understand what are the opportunities for growth. When we will be reading the pre-seen, when we will be going through the pre-seen, I will be regularly discussing what are the opportunities which we can exercise. Evaluate opportunities to add value, to increase value, to grow earnings since it is a listed company, to give better return to shareholders, increase in the market price, increase in the dividend payment to shareholders and other stakeholders, add value. By those opportunities, add value. How can we analyze? Suppose if somebody has studied SEMA from the beginning, suppose, then these points they are writing from that syllabus area E2, P2, F2. What they are writing? Don't focus on English language. They are saying I can select appropriate capital investment techniques and apply them in order to support capital investment decisions, including product service development, digital transformation, products and acquisitions. They are saying that in my language, the simple is capital investment decisions. That you are investing in a project, say $100 million, $200 million. The project will be for 4 years, 5 years. Whether you are going to get adequate return from the projects or not. Which type of project we should be doing. Only while doing the project we should consider financial angle or we should consider non-financial aspects also. Obviously, a management accountant not only consider financial. He should be considering 360 degree. So, capital investment appraisal. That's one area. The second area, I can identify and use a relevant digital data source to assist in capital investment decisions. That is big data, artificial intelligence, whatever the IT developments are happening in the world. Can I utilize that in the capital investment appraisal? If the company is thinking of developing a new product by doing R&D and all that, they have all the R&D departments and all that. If the company is thinking that, whether the company should be doing that, how it will be helping in developing the brand image of the company, how it will help in the development of brand. I can explain which pricing strategies are appropriate. Looking at the business of the company, the customers which we are targeting, whether we are premium brand like I will say we are Apple type of brand, or whether we are normal like Xiaomi and all that, Redmi, those types of brand. Which type of brand we are, how we will be doing the pricing, how it is going to affect our product, our market, how it is going to affect our competitors and all that. I can select and implement suitable business models that will create value for shareholders, including business models in the context of digital ecosystem. That is, what are the models? Maybe a new product, a new market, a diversification, maybe acquisition of another organized. What business model? What business model we are currently following? And what other business model we are suggesting we should follow so that we can grow our business. I can analyze the impact of disruptive and digital operating business models in the context of digital ecosystem. Disruptive technology. For the last 1.5 years, 2 years, because of Corona, what we are saying that all over the world, the Corona is affecting the business like anything. Somebody because of the Corona has changed their business model totally. Disruptive means you are actually winning all over others. So how can you win over others? How can you apply the IT technology in development of the business? I can explain the relevance of weighted average cost of capital. This is capital budgeting. This is cost of capital, funds cost of capital. This is, I can say that use of IT, use of technology, use of artificial intelligence to identify the opportunities and creating value. Value for the shareholders, value for the customers, value for staff, value for general public, value for anybody who are engaged with us. We can say that if somebody want to study capital budgeting in P2, performance management, they have given a topic of basic capital investment, then they have given advanced capital investment. If you go page wise, if somebody will open Kaplan SEMA material, the page wise it is around 250 to 300 pages portion. It's not end of the material, only that two topic, basic investment appraisal and advanced capital investment, that is covering around 250 to 300 pages. Obviously the font size is around 16, 18. So if you write in a 11 font size, it will be coming around 80 to 100 pages. But the 100 pages write up. Suppose somebody will think that, sir, I will read those 100 pages. What is there in that? Since most of the students are from the exemption route, a basic knowledge, NPV, IRR, present value, time value of money, that basic knowledge we are having. At the same time, suppose somebody will say that, sir, I studied that 10 years back. They are not asking you in the exam to calculate present value. They are not asking you in the exam to calculate NPV. They are not asking you in the exam to calculate accounting rate of return, benefit cost ratio and all that. They are not asking. The calculations are not involved. I will say that most when we are going through the exemption route, we are working in the organization for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years. Many students are 10, 15 years experience. You are doing all these things in the organization on daily basis. On regular basis you are doing this. Whatever you are doing in the organization, that they are asking. If the NPV is required, they will do in the question calculation of NPV. If the benefit cost ratio is required, they will do in the question the benefit cost ratio calculation. They are not asking you to calculate. If cost of equity calculation is required, they are giving you in the question the cost of equity calculation. If somebody is very perfect in doing the calculation NPV IRR, there is no benefit. As such, the benefit is only 5 to 10%, which I am saying for F2 area also. If you say that I can prepare balance sheet, PL account, they are not asking in the exam. What they are asking, if suppose you studied it 10 years back, or maybe if you studied, you have experience, or maybe you are not managing these issues in the organization, your area is different. Maybe you have forgotten. A basic knowledge is required. What is present value, future value, NPV, IRR, payback, discounted payback, this, that. A basic knowledge a student should be having. What I have done, when you all have joined, you have been given the, any student joined, you have been given the management case study Google Drive link. In that, when you join, I personally give voice message to all of you that how you start your study. So many materials are there. I say only one thing. You start with the SEMA MCS important videos. If anybody will say that, sir, you have not said this to me, I will be able to give you proof. सामने मैं बैठा हूं. In SEMA case study, there is MCS important videos. This video, MCS important video list are given on the first day. When you fill up the registration form, this is given to you. There are around 20 odd videos are there. Each video is approximately around 2.5 hours to 3 hours. What I have done, now I have taken the relevant videos for this area. Source of finance, cost of capital, PV, basics of capital budgeting, part A, it is around 20-25 minutes. Part B, part C, part D. If somebody has zero's knowledge, forgotten everything relating to basics, that NPV, IRR, maybe I am saying in the video the calculation part. Maybe I have explained how to calculate present value, some formula and all that. You don't need to concentrate on that because there is no calculation involved. But if you have zero knowledge, how you will be able to communicate what is required in the exam? You can't. For that reason, relating to this core area A. There are this part A, B, C, D is around 3 hours class, these 4 videos. Then this PV calculation is around 2.5 hour class. Working capital is around 2.5 hour. Source of capital, cost of capital is around, I can say 2.5 hour. Around total 10 hours videos are there. If you are doing the video without skipping anything, say total 10 hours, then you can see that relating to this area, say digital source, then strategies, then business model. When I will be discussing the pre-scene, we will be discussing what the company can do. What are the opportunities for their growth? That is not that I will start opening E2 material and I will start reading the E2 material and soft model. Market penetration, market development, product development not required. Because even though you know Ansoff model, somebody has done MBA, in the MBA syllabus, in finance, marketing and all that, that is included. Maybe you have studied very well. If you have not studied very well, that we will be doing after discussing, along with the discussion of the pre-scene material. For that, I am not asking any technical study to be done. And relating to this area, I will be giving you questions which is related with core area A. When I will be asking you to write the answers for the core area A, I will be asking you that suppose you don't know something, no problem. If that area knowledge is 0, either you do Google search. Suppose somebody will say that select and implement suitable business models to create value. Suppose this. Suppose I have copied this. I am going into Google. In Google, I have pasted this. Some information I am getting from Google also. If somebody don't want to refer any material, मत रेफर करिए, कोई बात नहीं, कोई material रेफर मत करिए, या तो Google से रेफर कर लीजिए. Suppose you will say that sir I am not interested in Google, I will study this from the Kaplan material only. Okay, you go in the business model area, in the Kaplan study text, you will open in the search, you will write business model for creating value. They will be giving you some pages, you can read there, then you write the answer. I am saying that when you are writing the answers for core area A, suppose I am giving you 5, 6, 7 questions and you don't know about them. You read the stuff, then write the answer. But if you are writing the answer, you are reading this. Don't copy this from here in your answer sheet. Don't copy that. You read the stuff, then write the answer. For that reason, I have given how much time? 1 week for completing core area A. Along with the videos, along with the questions, along with the study, reading the material, writing the answers, everything. In 1 week, you are going to study around 15 to 20 hours. Because in average, in 6 weeks, you are going to study for 100 hours. So when you study for that 15-20 hours, that is more than enough for covering core area A. Some of the things you will be able to write when your pre-scene is covered. So once the class is over, first of all, read the pre-scene 1 time. When you are reading, there may be some technical areas which you read a paragraph you are not getting. Even I am not getting, believe me. If suppose I am reading 1 paragraph, such technical thing, this, that is written, I am not an engineer. I am not able to understand. But I am reading twice, then I understand. I am reading thrice, then I understand. I need to take a call that from up till coming Sunday, I will read the pre-scene material 3 times. 1 time, straight reading, without any gap. 2nd time, slow reading. 3rd time, the areas which I could not understood, I will again read that. So that I will feel that I am actually the finance manager of the company. Because when we are writing the answers, when we are writing core area A, it is not that you are writing NPV. You need to write for the case study. You need to write for the company which is given to you. You need to write everything on behalf of the company, including all the matters which is given in the case study. The technical knowledge is 10 to 15%, but the 85% is your case study, is your industry, is your business. Regularly, whenever you are free, do some research. Research in the sense, which question comes. That research will never end. I am not asking which question will come, because you can't, even I cannot project. How can you project which question will come? You think that in this industry, who are the players, what they are doing, what is the product new coming for housing development and all that, what type of new things are coming. As a general knowledge, maybe you have intention to develop your house in this direction. Maybe you are going to do a business in interior decoration. Maybe you are anything. But your interest would be developing that it is not any study going on. It is my general knowledge relating to this I need to develop. That intention should be there from today onwards every time in your life. So relating to this part, core area A, capital budgeting, cost of capital, some general business model, IT area, artificial intelligence, big data, those things they are saying why they will be used. They will be used to analyze the opportunities in the company so that we can add value for our stakeholders. Not only for shareholders, for every type of stakeholders. By utilizing, by doing these opportunities, we will be able to add value. That means by reading the pre-seen material, what is our objective? What is the opportunities for growth to the company? What are the areas where the company can grow? Why those opportunities are there? Why this opportunity is for me, not for others? Why this is better for me? How can I do that? That is not written in the pre-seen. That you need to understand. From your reading, from your understanding, you need to develop that. So core area A is opportunities, and those opportunities will be creating value for our stakeholders. Then the core area B. The core area B. Core area B, it is said as implement senior management decisions. You are already a finance manager. Your boss is senior finance manager. Boss ka boss is finance director. Sometimes you are giving help or you are helping them, your senior finance manager and finance director. Suppose your senior finance manager is absent for 15 days. He is going for puja holiday. Now you will be helping your finance director directly. Now at that time you need to behave like a senior finance manager also. So implement senior management decisions. They are not asking you that you take the decisions. They are asking you whatever decision taken by the senior finance manager, finance director, board members, you need to implement them. You should have the capability that you can implement the decisions which is taken by senior finance management. I will say that suppose today we are discussing we need to study for 6 weeks in a proper direction. Suppose I am your senior finance manager, I am your boss. I am saying that we need to do this, that and all. Now you need to implement that. You need to behave, you need to work the way I am directing you. And there are so many who are working under you. You will be controlling them to achieve the direction what I want. For those who are working under you, you are the boss for them. In SEMA, operational case study, we are treated as finance officer. Finance officer type. In management case study, finance manager. In strategy case study, senior finance manager. So there is operational level student or operational level staff working under you. You are the finance manager. You need to guide them. You need to help them. You need to direct them so that we can achieve the directions of the long-term management of the board members. What they are saying as a technical area, I can apply appropriate project management tools and techniques to effectively manage projects at the appropriate stage in the project life cycle. In every project, there is parts. Initiation, that we should be doing this project or not. Once it is decided we will be doing the project, then there is a team appointed, project manager, other persons, different persons will be doing different types of work. So at the time of implementation, the important factors, cost control, time management, that we need to control the cost. The work should be completed within the cost which is estimated, and the work should be completed within the time which is estimated, because time overrun, cost overrun will be the failure for the project. How can you bring the project in time, in scale, how you should be behaving with others, how you will be communicating with the others, but controlling cost and time, not violating the quality. Whatever we are developing, whatever we want to develop by the project, that should not be compromised. The cost, time and quality are treated as 3 constraints of the projects. So when you can say your board members have decided some project. Maybe you are the project manager or not. Somebody else is the project manager. But as a finance manager, you need to take that the company should be doing those projects which are true, which are better, which are helping the growth of the company in the long run. And when the project is decided, they should be completed in time and cost, time and quality should never be compromised. I can identify the key project personnel, explain their responsibilities, and set appropriate performance measures. Not only for a project, but maybe not for a project, for a department, for a division, for the whole organization, for a different purpose. What should be the performance measures? I can say balance scorecard. Suppose balance scorecard related with customer perspective, financial, this, that, any benchmarking or anything. How we will be evaluating the performance of department, divisions, what should be the method, what should be the critical success factor, what we should be using. I can select and apply suitable tools and techniques for managing risk and uncertainty in capital projects. If we are doing a project, we are facing fund issue, how we can handle. We should always be thinking that we should be managing the risk before the risk will arise. We should be taking calculative risk. How can we manage the risk in any project? I can select suitable financing measures and explain the characteristics of different types of funding. Here they have written in the past one, in core area A, the cost of capital. The last part is core area A is cost of capital. Core area A, cost of capital. And in this core area B, the part is source of finance. Source of finance, cost of capital is actually one single area. They are saying for when you are facing problem relating to funding, from where the funds will be arranged, whether debt, equity, which one is good or bad and all that, that's one area. If you raise funds through equity, what is the cost? If you raise funds through debt, what will be the cost? Which one is better? And that is in the first part. So I have taken the same video here. That means if you are doing this video, you are actually doing core area part A and B together. Working capital risk management I have given there also, here also. Then at the same time, for managing anything, for giving direction to staff, you require a leadership quality. That you can lead from the front. Others are hearing you not because you are forcing them. They consider you as a leader. What are the leadership qualities required? Ethics required, ethical principles, that is a part. And I can say that maybe you are analyzing on the basis of certain data whether the project is going well or not. So you need to do some financial analysis for the project, for a particular department, division. So financial analysis also. So some videos are common, 2-3 videos, and some extra videos are there. Other than that, I will say that when we will be discussing pre-scene and when we will be doing the questions, I will be giving questions. With that we will cover. When I will be giving you questions, suppose I have not taught that. I am not asking you to write the answers without referring anything. First of all, if something you don't know anything, zero, you read the book, you read the Google, whatever. It's not that I am asking you to submit the answer tomorrow. I am giving you ample of time. I will be giving you to write the answers. You first of all prepare, then write the answers, so that I can evaluate your quality, your loopholes and all that. Again, this area will not take video wise more than 10 hours. The questions and writing the answers will not be taking more than 10 hours, 20 hours. Then the third core area C, which is related with manage performance and cost to add value creation. In the first, they were saying opportunities which will add value. Here they are saying you have identified the opportunities. You have implemented them. Now when you have implemented, you need to evaluate basically the performance. This is more and more related with the balance scorecard, benchmarking, so that actually we will be getting success in the project. I can advise on the measurement analysis reporting. I can analyze the process related to ensure employee management. Suppose here they ask questions many times, ROI, RI, or maybe return on capital employed, this, that. I can analyze process related to ensure employment management, employee management. I can apply leadership. Again, leadership is included here. I can appropriate cost management, cost transformation. I can identify appropriate quality management. I can identify, apply value management techniques. When we will be going through the pre-scene, in the pre-scene, whatever the products of the company, cost details are given. Business model is given, how they are selling, how they are manufacturing, how they are creating their value, what is the vision of the company, how the value. When you will be reading that, you will be able to understand where we are good, where we are bad, where the opportunities are there. If we do that, whether it will be successful or not. I can say that there are some costing techniques, TQM, environment, management, accounting, leadership, governance, all these are there. I have taken only one video because relating to this area, if I will start giving you, suppose I am teaching, like I am teaching financial accounting, financial reporting. Similarly, I teach P2 as a separate batch, which just now I completed in the month of September first week. After that, I started F2. But I think that if so many study we will be doing, we will be puzzled. Because that type of study is required. I am giving to FLP student that day because they need to solve the assignments. For your type of person, life cycle, TQM, JIT, environment, I will be discussing in the class. Along with that, you will be also studying some write-ups somewhere, whichever notes and all that, and then you will be covering them. But relating to this, so many videos are not there. If somebody will say that, sir, आप ये भी video दे दीजिए, मेरे को कोई problem नहीं है. Believe me, मेरे को ऐसा नहीं है कि you have joined only for MCS, आप ये वीडियो क्यों करेंगे, मैं नहीं दूंगा. Believe, हाथ जोड़कर विनती है, मेरे को ऐसा एक सेकंड में नहीं है. When you have joined, your objective is to pass the exam, my objective is to make you pass. But when you do so many things, which is very technical study, actually we cannot give exam neither in November, neither in February, and at the same time after doing this also, you will not be. Just an example. I am taking strategic level case study classes in the morning like yours. There is a student who has done SEMA from the beginning till the end, all 16 papers. The last exam he will be giving. He has studied from me only all the papers. In the class which I took on Wednesday, I gave a question on Michael Porter value chain analysis. Now, Michael Porter value chain, technically he has studied 4 times. In CBA level, operational level, management level, strategic level, in E3 again. When he written, it's not that he's bad, but he could not write an answer. I took a test in the class for 30 minutes. I said that everybody submit the answer in 30 minutes. He has written in 30 minutes 7 lines. And there are students who have not studied never that Michael Porter value chain. They written 20-30 lines. How they have written? Just general knowledge. If somebody will study Michael Porter value chain, bargaining power of suppliers, buyers as a technical, not required. You need to study that for your case study, that who are our buyers, who are our suppliers, from whom we are purchasing, how we are purchasing the material, how we are selling to customers, how can we compete, what are the substitutes available. That you need to understand from the case study. So here in part C, I will say that core area C, not so many videos. Along with the questions, some reading need to be done. So core area C can be completed even faster because I have not said extra videos. There the videos are very less. Even the video which I have given, it is ethics and professional only. So in core area C, I have not given any extra video. Reading and you can say answering the questions will not take more than 10 to 12 hours. Core area D. Measure performance. Now this is very much related with accounting part. Measure performance of our company with others, maybe accounting issues, maybe leasing, maybe deferred tax, maybe non-current assets or anything, because measure means you need to have that technical knowledge. And the measure not only in financial grounds, not only financial accounting, non-financial measures also. So here also you can see that balance scorecard, benchmarking, all those things are included. I can select and apply suitable tools and techniques for managing risk and uncertainty. Apply suitable tools and techniques for managing by mistake, double written. I can use financial statement to assess and report on financial performance. I can support managers by recommending action to improve financial performance. I can select appropriate accounting treatment and explain. So whatever non-current assets I have taught in the classes, and I am going to teach, you can say revenue recognition, then deferred tax, then provisioning and all that. All these are this part. There is no numerical in SEMA exam. But if your basic technical knowledge, because that is technical. Nobody can say that I can write an answer about non-current assets, impairment and all that without, I will say, reading the stuff. In place of reading, why not to do the classes? For that reason, if you have written IAS 16, 38, 16, IFRS 15, I will be doing IFRS 15 provisions and all that in coming 2-3 classes on Tuesday, Friday. So within this month, we will cover all the things. At the same time, even though in operational level, variance analysis, learning curve in management level, advanced variances are there, that should be covered. That should be included. IFRS 16 leasing, even I taught leasing in the previous class only, but I have given the video of the leasing. So here 4 or 5 videos are there. If you complete the videos, believe me, this all the thing performance evaluation, technically you are perfect. These videos I am not giving today. When you joined on the first day only, when you joined, I said in the voice message, first of all, complete the MCS important videos. Just those videos I have included in core area A, B, C, D, E separately. The same videos. Then the core area E, which is related with managing internal and external stakeholders. Internal control, stakeholder analysis. In this they are saying financial reporting. Still the financial accounting areas are included here. Transfer pricing, then integrated reporting and communicate process. I can advise a negotiate process. And here they have said this integrated reporting and all that, financial reporting consolidation. So all the consolidation videos, the consolidation I will be starting in the morning classes around 15th or 20th of October. By the time your exam will come, I will finish off consolidation fully. So those consolidation videos I have given already. Then again ethics and professionalism module video which I have given earlier in core area AB, again given. It is not extra. Just these 3 videos are extra. This is relating to core area E. All these technical study other than these videos according to me not required. Whatever extra technical study required, I am already taking live classes in the morning. If you are not able to do the live classes, you regularly do the recordings because it is updated in the software and all that. Now again, there are 2 things. If your videos are not running, I say in first class, but even today also somebody is messaging, sir मेरा video नहीं चल रहा है. अरे मेरे भाई, मैं भी आपके जैसे टेक्निकल पर्सन हूं. कोई भी टेक्निकल इशू तो होते ही रहेगा ना यार, कुछ खत्म तो हो नहीं सकता है. किसी का वीडियो बंद हो जाता है, लोड सेटिंग हो गया, then load abruptly it closed, then the software is not running. It happens. So for technical query, call. In all my first class, somebody will say that sir I was not there. अरे ये तो मैं YouTube पे अपलोड कर रहा हूं, तो आपको फ्री में तो मिल रहा है, आप बाद में भी ज्वाइन क्यों, देखो ना. Whenever you join, I say, please complete these videos, then only join the class. Nobody will hear. Technical query, call at 844-4040-402 or 6, or I will say, and mail at classes@saraf.academy during office hours. What is that office hour? 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saturday up till 4 p.m. Believe me, suppose today is Saturday. If there are mails, I am looking that somebody has mailed my video is not running, this, that. Before starting the class, I have communicated to all my staff. ऑफिस निकलने के पहले हर एक मेल का जवाब होना चाहिए, नहीं तो I will not leave you. You can leave the office at 4 o'clock, no problem. But all those queries which are raised within 4 p.m., you need to reply them, you need to solve their issue, you need to connect with them. If you don't do, मेरे से बुरा कुछ नहीं होएगा, मैंने बोला है. फिर भी इंसान है, वो भी गलती हो सकता है. अगर किसी का क्वेरी उसने रिजॉल्व किए बगैर वो घर चला गया, I will be communicating him tomorrow, Sunday he need to solve that. But मैं चाहता हूं कि वो भी enjoy करे, आप भी करें, मैं भी करूं. Why we should be disturbing each other? Enjoying is not only enjoying movie and all that. My enjoyment is suppose teaching. I am teaching. Why to disturb with anybody? But अगर आपका query इसके बाद arise होता है, you need to wait for the Monday. Not a single institute in the world, सीमा, ACC, ACM, ACP, any institute, Saturday, Sunday आपका मेल खोलता भी नहीं. But I am saying that I am there. But you need to also understand that I cannot do everything in my organization. So if there are technical queries, why you are messaging me, why you are disturbing yourself? Because मैं तो उन्हीं को बोलूंगा ना, मेरे को भी नहीं आता है. आपको उनसे कम्युनिकेट करना है. आप कॉल कर रहे हैं, नहीं उठा रहे हैं, क्यों कॉल कर रहे हैं? मत करिए ना, मेल करिए ना यार. डोंट कॉल देम. आई एम तो देयर, आई एम सीइंग योर मेल ना, आई एम देयर. 24 आवर मेरे पास फोन है, मेरे को दिख रहा है आपका मेल. तो आपको टेंशन नहीं लेना है. Already our office time is 10 to 7. I am giving benefit of doubt to my staff. They are reaching at 10:30. 7 आने के टाइम पे लेट, जाने के टाइम पे जल्दी. दुनिया में रूल है, कैलकाटा में और ज्यादा है. By 6:30 only they started finishing there all the things. So मैंने 6:30 बोला है, मैंने आपको 7 बोला ही नहीं है. लेकिन अगर इसके अलावा आपका क्वेरी मान लीजिए रात को 8 बजे, वो कोई टेंशन नहीं है, सुबह पहले वो लोग आएंगे कर देंगे। रिकॉर्डिंग you will get next day in the software. The today class I will upload on YouTube, but after that it is not going to be uploaded. सॉफ्टवेयर से आप क्लास कर पाओगे। अगर सॉफ्टवेयर में क्लास नहीं चल रही है, टेक्निकल क्वेरी है, आपको मेरी टीम से कनेक्ट करना है फॉर सब्जेक्ट रिलेटेड क्वेरी। सब्जेक्ट रिलेटेड क्वेरी you will connect with me at 9830176993। लेकिन मेरा एडवाइस है, ये चीज के लिए डिस्कशन करने का कोई फायदा नहीं है। सर मैं इस बार एग्जाम दूं क्या, सर मैं ऑफिस के काम से बाहर जा रहा हूं, ये तो आपको समझ में अच्छे से आ रहा है ना। यू आर गेटिंग दैट, सपोज यू आर नॉट, यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू स्टडी, यू कैन नॉट गिव एग्जाम। मैंने बोला 100 आवर्स, मैंने स्टार्ट करने के टाइम पे बोला कैन वी स्टडी 100 आवर्स इन 50 days? Everybody will say yes. If 50 days 100 hour you can study, you can easily give the exam. But वो डिस्कशन करने के लिए कि सर मैं 4 महीने से नहीं पढ़ रहा हूं, आई एम आउट ऑफ टच, क्या करेंगे यार। नॉर्मली यू अंडरस्टैंड, यू आर नॉट माने सेटिस्फाइंग योर सेल्फ, यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइंग मी ऑल्सो, यू आर वेस्टिंग योर टाइम। मैं समझ रहा हूं कि आपके टेंशन है, लेकिन उस टेंशन को तो आप खुद ही दूर कर सकते हैं ना। इफ देयर इज एनी सब्जेक्ट रिलेटेड क्वेरी, यू आर सॉल्विंग समथिंग, यू आर नॉट गेटिंग द आंसर, आप मैसेज कर रहे हैं, आप मेल कर रहे हैं, मैं जवाब दूंगा। लेकिन आप ये सब जनरल डिस्कशन का कोई लिमिट नहीं है। बात ये, बिकॉज सिंस ऑल आर वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल, देयर आर सो मेनी प्रॉब्लम्स इन लाइफ, वी कैनॉट डिस्कस ऑल दीज प्रॉब्लम्स एंड सो मेनी थिंग्स, बट देन वी नीड टू मैनेज आवर इशू ऑन आवर ओन। नोबडी कैन हेल्प अस, इवन आवर वाइफ, husband and all that, they cannot help us. We need to help ourselves. We need to help ourselves on our own. If there is subject related query you may, if you are messaging again and again continuously, video not run, मैंने बोल रहा हूं तो फर्स्ट क्लास में मैं बोल रहा हूं कि आपको मेरे से कनेक्ट करके कोई फायदा नहीं है, और आपका प्रॉब्लम दूर जरूर होगा विद इन रीजनेबल टाइम, गारंटी। कोई भी अगर इश्यू अब जरूर होगा, देयर इज नो इश्यू फ्रॉम माई साइड। नाउ last thing before starting the pre-scene, exam is of exam is of 150 marks, pass marks 80. Pass marks is 80. That's a simple language. Out of 150, student need to score 80 marks to pass the exam. Normally, those who are scoring greater than 80, they are always passing. But there are instances with us only, my student only, he score 92 but failed the exam. Out of 150, student score 92 but he still failed the exam. Name is Divya. In operational case study, she gave exams. She scored 92 but still she failed. Then she gave again exam. She is already Seema now. I mean to say that it's not like that 150 में 80 plus is a pass marks. They are saying that they are testing different skills. I will say that communication skill, then we can say that technical skill, then business skill, then we can say leadership skill, and since 2019 syllabus they said IT skill. Earlier, before 2019 syllabus, they used to say 4 skills: communication skill, technical skill, business skill, leadership skill. And then one more area they have added after adding core area A, B, C, D, IT skill. Somebody will want to say that what is the English meaning of this? You already know. When I am reading core area A, B, C, D, how these skills are covered indirectly, not directly. If suppose I am talking about core area A or B, where we are talking about opportunities, business model and all that. Now, if I understand the opportunity in the case study, but I am not able to communicate you, I know in my own, but I don't able to communicate you, that problem is there in me. Maybe I know the communication skill, or maybe I will say technical skill. Suppose there is a question on non-current asset treatment, impairment, leasing. I am technically very weak. Suppose business skill. Technically I am sound. Communication is very good. I am convent educated. But I have not read the pre-scene properly. I have not read the scenario. I am not able to apply my communication and technical in the given context, in the business case. Problem. Leadership. I need to lead from the front, advise my juniors, follow the instructions which my seniors are giving, that I am not able to do. Leadership. They have given in many areas leadership, professionalism things. IT skills. Business cannot survive without IT, big data, artificial intelligence, then all different types of IT techniques which are rolling on in the market. Without IT, we can't survive. IT is called the disruptive technology. We can disrupt the market with the use of IT. So IT skills. They are covered in core area A, B, C, D, E, all over. Just an example, a student, there is only one question in the exam relating to accounting area, suppose. One of the student called me around 10 days back, ki sir, I gave the exam and there was single question on F2 only. Out of the, there is not 40 questions, it's 4 questions. One question will be on accounting. That means the institute is saying 15 to 25% covered. He said that's sir only one question. Now that question answer you are writing very bad. That question's answer you have written worst. आपने खराब लिखा है. Maybe other areas are very good and you are scoring greater than 80. Institute will declare that the student is fail because the student technical knowledge is very poor. Because in that area he has not covered up properly. So when you all are writing the answers, these skills need to be analyzed properly. That if you are saying something, is I am understanding. When you are writing something where technical knowledge is required, are you covering that? When you are writing, are you covering the scenario? Are you covering the question? Are you covering the case study? When the leadership is required, when it is required that you need to give suggestions, recommendations, what should be done, who will be doing, are you writing properly? Then only these skills will. It's not that I need to prepare for these skills separately. But if the student is very bad in any of the skill, then maybe he is getting 80 marks, they will not pass the exam. By writing the answers, I will be evaluating your answers, then we will be able to check these skills that the student has covered all these skills or not. On the basis of pre-seen material, institute will prepare 5 to 6 question paper set, which is called variants. In SEMA language, they are using terminology variants. That means when we all are giving exam or November, then it is not that everybody will be getting the same questions. Now since it is an IT age, suppose you all in one of the WhatsApp group and you have included other also from all over the world. Now suppose in the WhatsApp group there are 500 students. Obviously the 500 students will be giving exam on November 18th, 19th, 20th on any day. Everybody will not be giving the exam on the same day. Out of the 5 to 6 question paper, which paper they will be testing on first day, second day, no rule. It's a luck. Suppose I am giving exam on 18th of November at 10 o'clock. And Amit, you are also giving exam on 18th November at 10 o'clock. We both are giving at the same time. I am getting, suppose the set third one. You are getting the set, say first one. Somebody is getting the set third one, fourth one, like that. 1 second. So I am saying that they are going to test all the 5-6 sets of question papers on all the 3 days. Now suppose Amit, you got another set, I got another set, and on, suppose on, I will say 18th of November, in the group 500 student, 200 student gave the exam, and Out of 200 students, we realize that all the 5-6 sets of question papers we come to know. What a lovely. That now these will be coming on 19th and 20th. The student, those who will be giving exam on 20th and 19th, they will be in a better position because they to know all the questions. First of all, if somebody is thinking like that, there are many issues the student is developing. Even though anybody who will give exam, when the exam is over, the exam is not one line, explain balance scorecard. It's not like that. The question is around 1 page, 2 page, 3 pages. And there are so many data given in the question that it is not possible that after the exam, I will be able to remember all the data. Impossible. Maybe out of the entire set of paper, I can remember some of the things because I am human being, not insane. So I will be able to remember some of the things. And I will be writing in the group. They ask questions on cost of capital. They ask questions on balance scorecard. They ask questions on this. Suppose, whatever. अरे मेरे भाई हम लोग ये 50 days क्या पढ़ेंगे? What we are going to study in these 50 days? Whether we will not study cost of capital, balance scorecard, this, that, whether we will not study, we will. Unless and until the student cannot tell me the entire situation, I am not getting any benefit out of that. So, those students who just focus on this thing, they are further deteriorating themselves. I have experience. Some of the students, I am not saying 2019-20, I am talking about 17-18. There was a student in strategic case study. Brilliant student, I will say. Brilliant. She gave the exam in the last day. Everybody gave the exam earlier. She gave the exam in the last day. Now all the 5 variants, mota-moti questions she know. Then suppose her exam is around, you remember I am saying her, that means she was a girl. I am not naming. Then before the exam, suppose his exam is 12 o'clock, she called me at 10 o'clock. And she said that, sir, ये सारा discussion करते हैं. मेरे को बहुत अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था, I am telling you. Because all those things we discussed in the class and 2 hours we discussed. She passed the exam. She scored 82 or 83. But if she would not have discussed with me, she would have scored greater than 90 minimum. Because of the discussion, she reduced her marks. In place of discussion, if you know the question, why not you write the full answer? And you submit that, ki, sir, this question came in exam. I have written this. You upgrade this. That's much better. One of the student in our batch only, in the previous batch, बोला भैया सर मेरे पास 5 वेरिएंट का क्वेश्चन आ गया है. आप सारा आंसर, अरे यार कैसे आंसर लिखेंगे यार? फिर मैंने आपको क्लास में क्या पढ़ाया? आप अगर बहुत सीरियस हैं, आपके पास सारा क्वेश्चंस, पहले मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूं कि whether that is came or not, I cannot give you any, but if the questions are there, why not you write the answers? When you have studied in the class, you are a serious student, you submit me the answer. I will check them and I will upgrade them that ये भी लिख दीजिए, वो भी लिख दीजिए, बोल दूंगा. लेकिन आप बोल रहे हैं कि अब सारा आंसर यार ये तो यही हो गया कि you are in the exam hall and you will be sitting beside, you are saying that sir you write my answers. अरे this is not possible. So पहला बात तो ये है कि if in a group this is happening, Seema Institute is controlling social media very well. And if they will come to know, they will complain to the, you can say, admin of the group. And the group need to be cancelled. So normally this would not be there on any social media. But if something it comes, then also the benefit is very less because you are just getting that this came. You are not getting the entire scenario. So there is no benefit that you are poaching your brain that what came in exam in which variant. You just focus on better understanding, proper concept, writing the answers, preparing for the mock papers. Automatically you will be passing the exam. It is not a difficult exam, I always say. Passing ACCA FR exam is difficult because you need to be technically perfect. Here technicality is required only 10%. So there is no problem that a student will be failing. Why? Because they are just many times applying their brain on illogical things. Now, out of the 5-6 set of papers, maybe third variant is most difficult. First variant is easiest. Others are middle level. Who will decide this? You and me not. The examiners. The 4, 5, 6 variants, whatever variants are there, examiner will decide levels of the variant. Now suppose, Amit, you got the third variant, which is the most difficult. And I am getting the variant first, which is most easiest. What a lovely. In your case, if you score less marks, your marks will be weighted average by a higher percentage. In my case, if I am scoring more marks, my marks will be reduced by a lower weighted average. Suppose for third variant, examiner said that whatever student will score, it will be increased by 15%. It is 1.15. So suppose, Amit, you scored 70, but your marks will be treated for third variant 70 into 1.15, greater than 80. I scored 85. In my case, the marks is 90%. The weight is given 90%. So my marks will be 85 into 90% less than 80. I am failed. For a difficult variant, the weighted average is greater than 100%. For an easy variant, the weight is less than 100%. So they will adjust the weight. Whether they are saying for which variant in the past, what weight, that is insider. They are not discussing. But they have said on the CIMA website and everywhere, it is weighted average marks. So nobody should say that 80 by 150 is 53% pass marks. In an easy variant, the pass marks is 60% plus. In a difficult variant, the pass marks is even 45, 47%, more than enough. So it's not a percentage, it's a weighted average marks. The student don't need to apply these because 2 days back, one of the strategic level student messaged me, सर मैंने सुना है ये लोग वेटेड एवरेज मार्क्स देते हैं, सर क्या होता है? अरे यार फर्स्ट क्लास में बोला तो है. मैंने उस स्टूडेंट को बोला आप 1 साल से मेरे से बात कर रहे हो. मैंने वो फर्स्ट वीडियो फिर से दिया. मैंने बोला आपको 1 साल पहले मैंने ये वीडियो दिया था, आप तब भी नहीं देखते हो, आज भी नहीं. यू आर अ चार्टर्ड. क्या काम का चार्टर्ड है? क्या हो गया चार्टर्ड हो गए तो आप? बिकॉज बात तो सुनना ही नहीं है ना. कि मैं बोल रहा, मैं गुस्सा नहीं हूं, बिलीव करिए. When I am saying something, it's 99.99% student will not hear. Whether he is good or bad, that's not a question. Whether he is busy, whether he is free, not a question. वो मेरा बात नहीं सुनेगा, खाली बार बार क्वेश्चन करते जाएगा. मैं बोलता हूं भाई ये वीडियो देख ले भाई, सब कुछ. If anybody will ask that how to plan, whether सीमा केस स्टडी इज डिफिकल्ट, सब तो बोल रहा हूं मैं. अब YouTube में दे दिया तो मैं स्टूडेंट को यही बोलूंगा ना, यू हियर दिस वीडियो, यू सी दिस वीडियो, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. बट उसको देखना ही नहीं है. सर आई हैव सीन, 2 मिनट में 1.5 घंटा 2 घंटा का वीडियो देख लिया, हो गया. अरे यार इतना इजी थोड़ी ना है. इट्स नॉट दैट सिंपल. अमित आपको भी याद होगा, मैं बोलते जा रहा हूं कि आप ये वीडियो देखिए देखिए, सुनना नहीं. ये आप नहीं, कोई नहीं करता है यार, कैसे कराऊं. इसीलिए मेरे को फिर बोलना पड़ता है कि अगर फर्स्ट क्लास का वीडियो जब आप ज्वाइन किए मैंने आपको दिया, आप देख लेते तो वी कैन सेव टाइम. अपने टाइम बचा सकते थे, लेकिन नहीं बचाना है. सो द एग्जाम इज बेस्ड ऑन 5-6 question papers. Those question paper will have in each question paper 4 questions. 4 questions each. In each question paper 4 questions each. They are saying that each question is equally marked. Suppose first question. In first question maybe A, B, C. 3 parts are there. You need to answer 3 parts. In some question there are 2 parts. This first question you need to answer in 45 minutes. You need to answer in 45 minutes. The first question you need to answer in 45 minutes. Second 45, third 45, fourth 45. Similarly, the second question again you need to answer in 45 minutes. 45 minutes, after 45 minutes, whatever you have written in the exam, that is automatically submitted. You will not be able to go back. You are forced by the software to go to the second question. You can't go back. The first question, reading, planning, writing, all ABC part, you need to complete in 45 minutes. Once 45 minutes over, next second you are thrown to the second question. The second question will be there for again 45 minutes. Again maybe in second question A and B 2 parts are there. You need to write the answer in 45 minutes. You are thrown to the third question. Third question again 45 minutes. Like this 4 questions are there. and the all core area A, B, C, D, E, all 4, 5 core areas, all the skills they want to test. Communication skill, business skill, technical skill, IT skill, leadership skill, they want to test through the 4 questions. For every question, there will be a scenario, a write-up, which is of 1 page. Along with the scenario, there may be some calculations, there may be some newspaper clips, there may be some extra information. Generally, every question is around 2 pages. You read the scenario, you read the attached material, you read the question, then you will write the answer. All these things you need to complete within 45 minutes. So knowing the things is not enough. We need to write the answers in the given time only. How can we write? Automatically, if we will practice. One core area A, B, C, D, E, all questions when I will be giving you, you will be saying, sir, I have office, I am not getting time. Sir, today I am not submitting, I will submit after 10 days, not allowed. I am not asking you to write the 7-8 question answer tomorrow. I will be giving you ample of time. You need to be serious. As I said in the beginning only, 50 days, 100 hours study. You need to study for those 100 hours. Along other than whatever we are going to study in the classes. You have to study. And whenever you are studying, don't take any printout, no underlining, any copy pen. Forget all these. Because exam is computer based. On screen you will read the question. On screen you will type the answers. So everything you study on screen only. Whatever questions I will be giving, write the answers on screen. Whatever you are studying for your practice, if you want to write something, write on screen. Everything. On a Word file with basic word features. There are so many word features I am not using. The basic, bold, italics, changing the font size, this, that, underline, that's all. Bas, or kuch nahi. With the basic word feature, how can you improve your speed? Not today. In around the coming 50 days. They are saying that in 1 minute we should be able to type 1.5 lines. If we will be able to type 1.5 lines, we can easily pass the exam. In 45 minutes, suppose 7 to 8 minutes is gone in reading planning. Say 35 minutes left. 35 into 1.5. Around 53 line A, B, C, all 3 answers I will be writing. Around 50 to 60 lines. Less than 50 will be very less. Greater than 60, good if you can type, but 50 to 60 is enough. Your answer length should be for ABC, AB. In 45 minutes, you should be able to type around 50 to 60 lines with a font size 11, not font size 20. With a font size 11, your typing speed should be around 50 to 60 lines in 45 minutes. If we go into, 1 second. Like in every batch, I read this. I am not reading all these things because this is already given in old videos, which is given to all of you. In this, there is a student. They are talking about 2016. You can refer recent material also. 1 second. MCS Academics. This is, they have launched in 2019 onwards. When they change slightly, then they have launched this. Which is, you can say, giving you entire feeling relating to entire case study. When you all have joined in the Google Drive, this is already uploaded. I will be showing you because somebody will say that from where I will get this material. In the Google Drive, it is already uploaded. Not a problem. Actually, in this, they have not done the student answer analysis. Better that we go here. There is a student who gave exam in earlier terms. I don't know, I think February 2016. The case study exam is happening since 2015. This is on the left hand side is student answer. On the right hand side, a critical analysis of the student answer. Where he has done good, where he has done bad, what he can improve and all that. The student passed the exam, he scored in 90s. That the institute is saying that if you can write like this, you can easily score good marks, you can easily pass. And here they have said that the candidate has made many errors in spelling and grammar. The examiner have made it clear that candidate will not be penalized for this. The key element the examiner looking for is the ability to address the requirements of the task and communicate them effectively within a time constrained environment. Therefore, you will not earn marks unless the examiner can understand what you are trying to say. If communication is, because communication is an important skill, you need to start working on it. You will be writing something, somebody will be reading your answers. You will be, whether that person is understanding exactly what you are communicating, that you need to check. They are saying that whether spelling, grammar or mistake is there is no deduction of marks. Till the time I am understanding what you are writing, I will be giving you marks. So they have written, all these materials are uploaded on the Google Drive. When I will be completing the class, whatever material I am using, I will be again mailing separately to all of you. But they are already uploaded on YouTube, Google Drive link already. So you can see that exam will be based on the pre-seen material which we are going to study for 50 days. In the exam, there are 5 to 6 question papers. Each question paper has a different level. The level will decide the weighted average for that paper. 4 questions. Each question need to be answered in 45 minutes. In every question, there are different parts. A, B, C, A, B, like that. And the student need to answer all those parts in 45 minutes. When they write the answers, they need to cover the 5 skills. When their 5 skills are covered properly, then they will be getting the pass marks. And students should not focus which question come in which variant and all that, not required. If you study properly, you can easily pass the exam. Then is there any general thing? Nothing. According to me, there is no general thing left. If anybody has anything to ask before proceeding further. Anybody has any query, anything to ask before proceeding further? So we are moving. Now, the pre-seen material I have already mailed yesterday. You have not checked your mail. Amit, very bad. At least 10 minute तो देख लेते यार. कि मैंने देखा, मैं बस पूछ रहा हूँ कि इसका यूज क्या होता है, फिर हमको pre-seen material मिलता किस वजह से? मेरे को ये समझ नहीं आया. मिलता क्या? यार, जब आप ज्वाइन किए तो मैंने आपको करीब 25 बार बोला कि ये फर्स्ट और सेकंड वीडियो प्रीवियस बैच में अगस्त 2021 का आप पूरा देख लीजिए. तो आप क्यों नहीं देखे उसको यार? हट, ये तो वही हो गया कि यार मेरा नाम अमित है, मेरे को नहीं मालूम है. ये तो वही हो गया. अरे ये जो प्री सीन मटेरियल है, दिस प्री सीन मटेरियल इज टॉकिंग अबाउट अ पर्टिकुलर कंपनी which is hypothetical name. That company is engaged in a particular business. वो बिजनेस में वो कंपनी engaged है, उनका बिजनेस क्या है, उनका फाइनेंशियल्स कैसा है, उनका बिजनेस मॉडल क्या है, उनके कॉम्पिटिटर कौन है, मार्केट में ये बिजनेस कैसा चल रहा है, लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, न्यूज़पेपर क्लिप्स वगैरह ये सब दिया रहता है. ये मटेरियल रिलीज करते हैं एग्जाम से अराउंड 45-50 डेज बिफोर एग्जाम, हर 2 टर्म के बाद. अब ये मटेरियल आया जो नवंबर और फरवरी चलेगा, उसके बाद में एग्जाम के लिए फिर नया मटेरियल आएगा वापस से 45-50 डेज बिफोर एग्जाम. तो इस मटेरियल के बेसिस पे इंस्टीट्यूट क्वेश्चन पेपर बनाएगा और वो क्वेश्चन पेपर 5 से 6 पेपर्स होंगे, 5 to 6 सेट्स. हर क्वेश्चन पेपर में 4-4 क्वेश्चंस होंगे इस केस स्टडी को बेस करके. बिकॉज जब हम लोग कोर एरिया ABCD करके बात कर रहे थे तो मैं बोल रहा था अपॉर्चुनिटीज टू ऐड वैल्यू. तो क्या चीज का अपॉर्चुनिटी, किसके लिए? आपके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी कि आप सीमा पास करेंगे तो क्या होगा, मेरे लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी कि मेरे को क्या करना चाहिए जिससे मेरा बिजनेस ग्रो करे, या कोई विजन जो जिस कंपनी में काम कर उनके लिए नहीं, इस कंपनी के लिए. इस कंपनी जो ये बिजनेस में एंगेज्ड है, द बिजनेस विच दे आर डूइंग, इस बिजनेस में इस कंपनी को क्या क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिल सकती है. आपको इस कंपनी का फाइनेंस मैनेजर बोला गया है और आप इस कंपनी का फाइनेंस मैनेजर बनकर आप इस कंपनी का पूरा एनालिसिस करोगे और अपने बोर्ड मेंबर, सीनियर फाइनेंस मैनेजर, फाइनेंस डायरेक्टर को हेल्प करोगे बिजनेस को नेक्स्ट लेवल ले जाने में. बिकॉज पढ़ने का मेन पर्पस क्या है कि हम जहां पर भी काम करेंगे, जहां पर भी जॉब मिलेगा, अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी, हम वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को नेक्स्ट लेवल पे ले जाएंगे. So how we will be able to take that organization to the next level? Through a case study. ऐसे एग्जाम्स MBA वगैरह में होते हैं. इसी केस स्टडी के बेसिस पे क्वेश्चंस दिए जाएंगे और वो क्वेश्चंस हम लोग क्लास में अलग अलग तरह के ट्राई करेंगे जब हम लोग ये केस स्टडी को एक बार ग्रो थ्रू कर लेंगे. तो मैंने ये केस स्टडी को बताने के लिए आप लोग सबको कल ये केस स्टडी मेल किया और उसके साथ साथ मैंने 3 वीडियो दिया था कि केस स्टडी को पढ़ने के पहले एक बार ये तीनों वीडियो अगर देख लेंगे, यूट्यूब से लिया है मैंने, 10 मिनट 15 मिनट 20 मिनट का वीडियोज है, तो वीडियो देखने से एक फील आ जाएगा कि हाँ भाई हम ये बिजनेस की बात कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज कोई भी चीज वीडियो देखने से ज्यादा समझ में आता है. फिर इस केस स्टडी को रीड करेंगे. तो मैंने शुरू में भी बोला कि आने वाले वीक में इस केस स्टडी को 3 बार रीडिंग करना है, 3 टाइम्स, जिससे कि आपको दायां बायां सारा मालूम रहे और आप उसको अप्लाई कर सकें. तो जो मैंने जब आप पहली बार मेरे से कनेक्ट किए थे तो मैंने आपको बोला था 1 और 2 मई और अगस्त का केस स्टडी क्लास. फर्स्ट क्लास में मैंने अभी तक जो बोला है 1.5 घंटा वो बोला था. सेकेंड क्लास में मैंने प्री सीन मटेरियल पूरा डिस्कस किया था. आप बोल रहे हैं पूरा कर लिया, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है आप कर लिए? तो आपको वो नहीं मालूम है, ये बात है. फिर तो ये होगा ना कि मान लीजिए क्लास खत्म, फिर प्री सीन क्या है, ये तो वो हो गया यार. तो नॉर्मली अगर ऐसा है तो बहुत गड़बड़ है. देयर इन दैट केस कंडीशन तो खराब है यार कि आप अगर सब पढ़ लिए तो कहां से ये चालू हो गया यार. ये तो वही हो गया सर हम लोग क्लास आज कहां किए थे. एंड एनीबडी, भूपेंद्र, अरिंदम, अमित, फारूक, कौशल, मनोज, एनीबडी, सबको मैंने सबसे पहले क्या दिया? यू सी दीज 2 वीडियोस, May August 2021 case study. Please see these 2 videos fully before thinking about doing the course. Okay? फिर आपने कोर्स ज्वाइन कर लिया, फिर मैंने वॉइस मैसेज दिया. मे बी आपने जो भी करना है बाद में, सबसे पहले कंप्लीट दीज 2 वीडियोस फुल्ली, May August 2021, देन ओनली थिंक ऑफ स्टडिंग एनीथिंग एल्स. फिर मैंने अलग से वॉइस मैसेज दिया कि व्हेन यू आर स्टार्टिंग योर स्टडी, complete MCS important videos. There is a Word file in which there are some videos I have given relating to E2, P2, F2. Complete those first of all, then only start anything. ये मेरे पास प्रूफ है, वॉइस मैसेज है आपके पास भी. सबके बने बोला है, सबको. बिकॉज स्टूडेंट इतना सारा मटेरियल देखकर पजल्ड हो जाएगा ना, तो उसको एक गाइडलाइंस तो देना होगा. और मान लीजिए उसको मैं गाइडलाइन नहीं भी दूं, अगर वो ये वीडियो जो मैं बोल रहा हूं, whatever we are studying, अगर वो इसको देख रहा है तो वो कैसे नहीं समझेगा? बेवकूफ तो नहीं है वो. इतना बुद्धि तो सब में. अगर वो ध्यान से चीजों को सुन रहा है, समझ रहा है, पढ़ रहा है, इंस्ट्रक्शन फॉलो कर रहा है, तो उसको प्रॉब्लम आएगी कहां से? आएंगी नहीं आएंगी. ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. सो अब प्रीसीड मटेरियल क्या है समझ में आया सर? एनीबॉडी हैज एनी स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन बिफोर प्रोसीडिंग? So we are moving. Are the variants in the last MCs declared already? I'm not getting. You are saying that the May and August case study exam variants are declared. The result will be coming for management case study in the next week. Once the result will be out, all the variants institute will publish on the institute website. Presently they have not published, because till the time the result is not out, they don't publish. So in May 2021, in August 2021, whatever the sets of question papers came, that will be published by the institute after next week. But then whether it is published or not, that was a different case study. And this case study is different. So there is no use of that case study. Because when we write the answers in exam, 80% answer is based on the case study. 20% is only technical. So that case study papers, just that you have studied last term and you have studied that case study, you can refer those questions. It will be better for you. But not those new students start doing the old case study questions. Not required. Because anyhow, when we will be doing the questions based on this case study, the question pattern will remain same only. It is just that we need to write for this case study as compared to the last case study. So those who are new students should not be referring the old question papers and all that. Not required. Unless and until somebody is thinking that, sir, I want to study more extra, you can refer one single term, entire question sets and a case study. Maybe May, August 2021, maybe November 2020, February 2021, whatever you like. Just for one single term, you can prepare questions, but that case study you need to read, then you will be preparing the question. Straight away, you can't do the questions. When the November exam will be over, the question paper of November exam, the institute will not release. They will release after February exam result. Because November, February, the same case study is used. So they will be publishing the question papers and the model answers of November, February together in the month of April first week. When both the exams are over, results are out, then in April first week they will release both November and February question paper, mock answers, everything. May, August exam over, August result will come in next week. After that they will release May, August all the papers and the model answers. That's the institute rule. Okay? Now, this case study before starting, for last 2 case studies they are writing this. The pre-scene and the case study in general, while aiming to reflect real life, are set in a context where COVID-19 pandemic has not had an impact. That means whatever written in this case study, written on the assumption that there is no COVID. There was no COVID on this earth. Neither in 20, neither in 21. They are saying that the case study material is prepared considering normal environment, normal business situation, ignoring COVID. COVID की बात